Okay, good morning. I've been talking about this for like a while. And, okay, so this has been in the cars, anything from like 2014 and above for cars in America. They implemented putting in kill switches. But they didn't have the laws set there, but they had them put in for when the law got made, which I don't like that. But the government, when they started admitting to these things, this is Orwellian. There we go. It's when the electric cars turning off and driving them back to the repo people is fucking one thing. That's nutty. But this is next level, like, shitbaggery. Like, all the cars have them from 2014 up. I think I got my cars in 2013. Oh, they're lying, and all the cars have it till like the 90s or something. Why couldn't, and another thing, why can't they just send a high enough EMP to the car? You should be able to turn it off. That's how they kind of work. But like the kill switch, actually, you could, it's already attached to the battery somewhere. But turn this up.
Moving closer to giving your car the authority to decide whether you're allowed to drive without a warrant, without due process, and with no guaranteed way to reverse the decision once it's made.
They're walling us off in a prison. That's ridiculous. Like, it's an invisible prison they're making around us, and they're like, "Trust me, bro, we're not gonna use it against you," and they end up using it always against us.
We have discussed this kill switch issue in the past, and this update is going to make you mad, and we're going to have to speak up about it. This does not happen quietly by accident. It was passed into law under the Biden administration in 2021 under the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act.
Yeah, but Trump is the one implementing
it. Was very
it.
deep in Section 24220.
That doesn't show coercion.
A provision few lawmakers publicly debated.
Coercion.
But one that now threatens to fundamentally change the relationship between Americans and their vehicles. Section 24220 directs the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to mandate in, quote, advanced impaired driving prevention technology. In plain terms, it requires systems that monitor drivers and can prevent a vehicle from operating if impairment is suspected.
That's what they're gonna. That's the softball. It's the think of the kids kind of idea. That's what they're gonna tell you it's for. It's gonna be used to keep dissenters in the fucking place, and anyone that doesn't do what they want, or just turn them off and no one can leave in the city. No, you pleb. It's a lockdown.
Required.
The sun is too bright.
Police officer is
Climate
involved.
change.
The judgment is made by software. When flagged,
oh, even better.
Refuse to start.
So it's a programmable switch. So that means it's in your car. That means you can take it out, unless it's in the software of the car. But it's saying the newer cars, there's a lot of software on them. Like, the more logic gate basic the computer brain is on that bitch, the better it probably is. It's probably just some kind of like Arduino on it or something, somewhere along the lines.
Or restrict operation. And here's the critical
But the newer
issue.
cars, though, like, they definitely got software that does it instead. It's all coded. That's more of a bitch to like mess with. But then again, it should. Oh well, if it's connected directly with a wire, it's different. I was gonna say maybe you can jam it if it's just a wireless thing, but it has wireless capabilities. That means you could totally tap into it and make it so it can't turn off. Like make like a fault, like a redundant code. I think it's called redundancy. So like, so if it goes to get used, it won't work. It just like cancel itself out every time.
There's no federal rules defining how drivers get out of that.
But in order to do that, you probably need one of those like computer brain things. You plug in like advanced auto mechanics have and like use that to program it back. There'd be a lot of work to that. That'd be cool. So if someone, that would be pretty cool. I wish I had enough money. You put a bounty up for that. That'd be fucking cool.
Lockout. No required appeals process. No mandated reset timeline. No human review. Drivers are placed into what critics, or what I call, kill switch jail, with no exit. So you could be stuck on the side of the road and have no way to start your vehicle. Now, it'd be lovely if things don't go your way while you're stuck on the side of the road.
Hey, buddy.
This is not targeted enforcement. It applies to every driver, every time, regardless of your driving history. And that alone should raise constitutional alarms. Now, drunk driving laws already exist, and they work.
Under the guise of this is ridiculous. Like, that's what they're going to tell us. This is just to turn off all our cars when they don't want us. We're not listening.
Interlock devices have long been required for convicted offenders, and there are 31 approved interlock systems currently in the nation.
How many?
Convicted offenders, and there are 31 approved interlock systems currently.
37? I keep missing that out. I'm getting distracted by the DUI thing.
for convicted offenders, and there are 31 approved
31
interlock systems currently in the nation. These systems require a breath sample and are imposed only after.
But the breathalyzer thing, they have those. They've had those for a while. Like those look a lot nicer than the ones like I've seen in people's cars where they sloop over and you have like a hose you blow towards the sky at.
Process. But Section 24220 ignores that proven approach and instead punishes all drivers preemptively, even for those who do not drink at all. Under the mandate, automakers can choose from a range of technologies to comply. These include driver-facing cameras. They're already doing that.
Why are we doing this to our citizens? This seems super illegal. Like, super illegal. When do you ever own something and the government can just, like, turn it off on you? That's like owning your PC and, like, too much PC time today. Goodbye. Or, we think you're drunk. We can't let you use the computer. No social media. Like, it sounds ridiculous because it is. And this is just as ridiculous. I believe that we need to, like, start, you know, get better driving instructors for the tests or have it be a police officer or something like that for those. And, I don't know, you have to do, like, everybody should have to do the testing, like, all that shit. Because you'd rather have a good driver. Like, just the guns, man. Like, you don't have to take them all away. Like, you could just teach people safety. That's what they've been doing, though, for the last, like, 50 years when it comes to any of these topics. They just take the idea and they make you stupid. Well, look over here. Go listen to rap music or something stupid. Or eat some goy slop. Like, oops, sorry, buddy. Like, they expect you to go do these stupid things so you get distracted enough so you're not thinking about this stuff while they're, like, shittifying it all so you can't use it in the future anyway because they don't want you doing anything. They want you paying for ride shares. You're paying for a computer that Bill Gates owns on 3 Mile Island. They want you to own nothing and be happy. I don't even like thinking that. Like, or saying it aloud because fuck that magic bullshit mantras. Like, they can suck my dick. How about that? That's a great mantra for you. Like, when is invasion of private... Like, dude, the cops can use the Ring doorbells. Like, we need to, like... Oh, it costs so much money to lay fiber optic. It could be still digital, so don't get me wrong. You're likely you could get hacked or they could be jammed. But, like... Yeah, come on, buddy. Like... There are things happening around us, and we have no chance. Like, now... Okay, I was just talking about this. Okay, you can get MAC addresses that pop up for people who got vaccinated. You can use the vaccinated. You just have to see them. So even if you ditch your phone, you got to go off the grid and you jump in a car. You have to hope that car that's still on the road is pre 2014. 2014, and that means it's getting harder and harder for them not to be able to not find you. The cars are constantly signaling. What is the actual EMF like? What are you being exposed to in these cars nowadays too? If they're constantly pinging. Like, is it like the same exact microwaves? I want to look this up over watching this.
Tracking eye movement. They're already doing that. Head position and software analyzing.
Okay, so I went and did a little thing. So I'm comparing them to refrigerators, and refrigerators give off a lot of EMFs, and people don't realize that. That's why your food spoils quicker in the fridge than it would if you had like a cold box or something. So, refrigerator does 0.5 to 1.7 mgs, milligauss, or what it's called. Milligauss, I don't know. I'm bad with words. But the cars give off 0.5 to 2.5. That's in the cabin, and then that's for like a 2014 Ford Fusion, but a 22 Chevette. Oh my God, Silverado. They're giving 1.4. But it comes off as 5 to 7. That's insane. Like, and then you got EVs. They're generally all 2.5. You're just being hit with mad exposure, and then But I'm saying they're using those signals. They're doing this purposely. It's like a smart meter. It's literally like a smart meter. Watch this. Okay, so the smart meters are like 900 megahertz, which is ridiculous. But it's like But for every square centimeter. It's 2 microwatts, which is like about what the other shit is. It's not good. That's a lot of fucking EMF you're being exposed to. Like, you're driving around in it. Evos are like, these are all designed just to be little trackers that you can just turn off. It's easier to turn off a battery than it is a fucking engine. So like, mechanical parts are always gonna be harder. There's always going to be a way to bypass all that. Like, you can always bypass the computer and just turn everything into logic gates. or ESPs, microcontrollers and shit. Like, I don't know why, like, they make cars so expensive and stuff like this and do all this stuff, but you can have it all set up on a series of, like, different little microcontrollers. I don't see why not. Like,
steering and lane keeping behavior. And yes, they're already doing that too. Or they could create something that doesn't exist yet called touch space alcohol sensors, and that would be embedded in the steering.
Honestly, as dystopian as that sounds, it's pretty bad. They probably the magic trick they wanted to do. That seems more sensible. Like, this way, because it only will affect the people who are intoxicated while driving, and that's fine. But then again, can it be used for other things? Because you can't just be like, oh, it's for alcohol, but then we test for everything else. That's entrapment. Like, you can't tell them it's only doing for one thing, and all the others are gonna, like, you can't do that. That seems very not, of the people.
Steering wheel or the start button. Imagine you have someone with you in the passenger seat who drank too much, and you offered to drive them home. Well, it would pick that up too, and none of.
That's how would it pick that up? Oh, wait. So, what kind of sensor would that have to be in there? How would that have to give off? That doesn't seem like it isn't. That doesn't seem normal. And if it could do that, does it have like an antenna on it and stuff like that? Can it pick up vibrations? Because if it can pick up vibrations, you can turn it into a microphone. Like, if you can turn a speaker into a microphone and a microphone into a speaker, you could do this. So, like, what would be the set that's so much technology? How much expensive would that be too? Like, it's one thing. Like, those breathalyzers that get put in your car are like $1,500. Like, more. It's like paying for the fucking ankle bracelets and shit. It's not cheap. It's expensive. And then they're gonna tell you you're gonna have these weird sensors for your car. So why can't? Oh, usually the person can't drink when they're on probation. But like, even if they have it in the car, if they had enough foresight to have someone drive their car for them. Wait, so does it mean that it's illegal to have someone drive your car while you're on probation if you have a DUI? Because what if you just gave up your instead of like even risking it, you just have someone chauffeur you around. If you have the money to pay for it, then you have the rights to want to do that. Like, oh, I already got one DUI. Rather, like, see if I can go 10 years without driving now and just have someone drive for me. Like, oh, that's what I'm saying. They're pushing you towards the Uber thing. Like, you don't need to have a car, bro. You can walk or you can take the bus, train, any kind of thing that will pay us money out of your credits. Come on, give me a carbon tax credit, bro.
Get that mass ID. Guilt. They calculate probability and then deny you access.
Digital ID.
False positives are inevitable. You can have fatigue, prescription drug medications, medical conditions such as diabetes, neurological.
And none of that data is going to be sold or used against you at any point. This is worse than the Gestapo, man. Like, this is fucked up. Like, they got cameras everywhere and anywhere. They got sensors and everything. I honestly think the sensors can be a little bit more malicious than the speakers and the fucking cameras. Because at least with visual and audio, you can have, like, deniability if you're not on the camera while talking, or if you're, like, on camera and there's no sound. Like, with a sensor, it starts getting proby. You could do a lot of weird things with sensors. Shit, just like if they're monitoring for like alcohol and stuff, who says they can't put like a blood pressure thing in there to check see stress levels? And who says that thing can just stop at testing for chemicals? It can test for hormones and see where you're at and how you're feeling. And once you figure that out and you can hear what they're talking about, you can put all these things together. You can start making reports on people and just figure out what they're going to do next. Like, if you can get AI to just monitor people enough, like, you only need. That's why China's fucking the way it is. They tell us they have 6 billion people. You can't monitor 6 billion people. You need at least another fucking 6 billion people to monitor them, or at least half of it. Like, each person that's monitoring someone has 2 people to watch. You still need to double the thing, and then who's gonna watch those people? Like, see how like communism never really can work? It's just a paranoid bunch of people, that's because that's what it was made from. Like, this is what happens when you fear of everybody else reading your books. Like, you don't want people. You see this exactly. They don't want you people reading books. They just want us dumb, stupid, docile goys.
Psychological disorders or even stress can trigger impairment alerts.
So
shift workers, caregivers, parents, first responders are particularly vulnerable.
Hey, actually, okay. Now I'm going to be telling you. This is how they win you over with stupid shit like this. I'm telling you, they try to think of ideas that you think would sound peachy to the ears. It's provocative. It's double dipped acid, like I always have to say. It sounds really good to the ears, but they're selling you a hard no. Don't do it, because it's opening up the floodgates.
Shift workers, caregivers, parents, first responders are particularly...
Well, like I was going to say, the first responders... Would you want a nurse Jackie driving a fucking, like, 5,000-pound giant metal bus that with blinking lights that can go through stop signs and everything else when in motion? Would you want her high on drugs or on alcohol? But, like, also that goes for delivery drivers and shit too, but I don't even want that. See, I think it'd be a good idea. That's as far as it should go, because implementing it would take away freedoms, like, in trust. That's the other thing. People always think about, oh yeah, my freedoms, my rights, and all that shit. But like the trust, a lot of us had trust before at some point. Actually, everybody is. It's either liberal at first. They trust the government's doing nice things for you, and then you find out like, nah, bro, they're fucking us over at every fucking turn.
Really vulnerable when the system is wrong.
They said they implemented this during Biden. They've been doing this for years, actually. Like I said, 2014 and above. They've been putting it in all the cars. They made she said legislation for it. And then now we got fucking Trump who's enacting it. These people are all working together. They're all setting it up. Like, Trump was the one that started the lockdowns, and I don't like to think about it that way. He like, most of his campaign, most of his shit was just him trying to reelect himself. All theater. It's all fucking, this year in season fucking, what is it, 38 or whatever we're on, 39?
The consequences are immediate, and the driver has no guaranteed recourse. This is not a safety feature that activates during a crash. It's preemptive denial of mobility imposed by a government-mandated algorithm. You can tell I'm not happy about this, and you shouldn't be either. Despite mounting concerns, Congress has repeatedly refused to stop it. In January 2026, an amendment offered by Representative Thomas Massie of Kentucky...
Oh, I'm sorry. I said 38. We're on season 45, going to season 46. I am fucking retarded. I don't know what number I was thinking of when I came to president.
To block funding for NHTSA's implementation
Super Bowls? No, it's even wrong.
24220 was defeated. While many House Republicans and Democrats voted against it, numerous lawmakers who initially opposed the concept were persuaded or misled. AIPAC came in like, hey, we got these photos of you. Oh, hold on. We got this money for you. Oh, you denied the money? We got these AI images of you. Oh, hold on. Gives him the money. Come to this party. Take this drink. Next day. Hey, so we got these photos of you, this like 9-year-old. What were you doing here? Whatever weird CIA fucking mind flip drugs they get you to take and make you do whatever the fuck they want. Probably made from what's that goddamn drug called? It's made from that tree down in Brazil. I can't for the life of me think about it. I'll figure it out in a second. It's not Ibogaine. That's the one for dope. Shit. Okay, I'll have to think of it. Did I pause this? Okay, cool. Into supporting the funding, allowing the mandate to move forward. Representative Tim Burchett of Tennessee was also very upset about the support to keep the bill funded. Consumers are speaking out. They won't buy new cars. This could be a negative impact on the auto industry and increase the cost of used cars as people say, no, we're not going to stand for it. That is why defunding Section 4220 has...
Scopolamine. I had it in the back of my head. I hate second guess myself so much. Yeah, but scopolamine. You get it from this flower and this tree period. You get this extract in the end, and you can blow it in people's faces. It just makes them like zombies. Not even like a zombie. Well, zombie in the voodoo sense, where you're gonna listen and do whatever the fuck they want. You're very susceptible to whatever people say. People have been known. It's probably coming out like repeating. It sounds like, but yeah, people have been known to just go to the ATM, take all the shit. People getting raped into fucking doing awful things. Photos have been taken. And the worst thing about it is someone could just walk up to you while you're walking around and go, and you won't even notice there's like the blue dust in your face. Or not even they could touch you. There's a couple of ways they can do it. And it's very easy to kill someone on it too. But yeah. Nitazine? Isn't that like the new fucking fentanyl that's going around that people are overdosing on?
Has to be done now. It's meaningful and we have to stop this program. Now, there are supporters that argue that the technology does not allow the government agents or the police...
I was right, yeah. That's the other one, Nitazine. It's, that's going around for the fentanyl pills. There's a lot of weird things. They can give you enough barbiturates to make you fucking go crazy. Like, antipsychotic, all pharmacia can all be... All of it is awful for you. But, like, there's ones out there... Like, this is what I don't get. I'm going to go off topic real quick. They sell you... on these ideas like, oh, Xanax. It's right. So many people are hooked on that more than ever. Even though fentanyl too, but like if they're going to do pills, they usually do those, and it's like they are the worst people. And before there was Xanax and benzodiazepam and all those and lorazepam and all them, they had Quaaludes, and the reason they took those off the market was because there was too many people getting fucked up on them. Why haven't they done that with the Xanax? All the fentanyl. The only reason we went to fucking basically Iraq and shit, besides whatever weird freaking Israeli reasons, well, they took the poppy fields from everybody. They wanted Bin Laden's dope fields.
To remotely shut down your vehicle.
That's all he was a dope dealer.
Technology, true today, the mandate still requires continuous driver monitoring. And once that hardware becomes standard across the vehicle fleet, expanding its use to become a political decision and not a technical limitation, well, that could be a problem, and you can easily expand on that in your own head, knowing that this could be a problem in the future. Privacy and cybersecurity risks compound the problem. Systems capable of denying vehicle operation must meet extraordinarily high standards of accuracy and protection, and those standards have not been proven.
This is where I want to start thinking. So I'm gonna get a Flipper Zero. I keep talking about it. I'm gonna go do that, and then what I'm gonna do is just see what I can fucking figure out on like Tor or something like that. Someone will fucking have something already made up or something, and just get one of those attendants. Because I want to see if I can do it to like or to my mom's car or something, or someone else's car. Like, so I want to make sure I can turn it back on before I do anything. I'll probably do something small or something. I don't know, but you should be able to tap into it with one of those. Put a big enough antenna on it, or you can have a breakout board or something for it, and then fucking put the antenna. You should be able to do it, because like a Bluetooth signal only goes like 15-20 feet, but you could put an extender or have a big antenna on the other thing. But then if these cars are constantly pinging all the time, they have enough signal to be able to ping to whatever they're pinging to, so a tower. So it's got to have like a SIM card in it, so you could definitely maliciously fucking like ruin these things. Or fuck, dude, you could make a fucking straight bridge with the connection, like I said, with that fucking thing you can get from the mechanics get, or you can buy them from like auto shit like Snap-on and stuff. They're not cheap. You can get older ones that are cheaper now because they update them every year, so they can convince people like every other year to convince mechanic shops to buy them. You have to have the most updated stuff, man. The brains in these things are constantly needing changing. Stupid sell points, but what you could probably fucking. Oh, hold on, I want to figure out what they run on. If it's ARMS or something, or is it like what is it? Or love. Okay, I had to clip this. Okay, so the guy who made Winix, I don't know if this is a different site now. It says Winix dot. It's the same. Everything's the same. It's Windows Linux. They don't offer the 95 thing and shit to have the aesthetics. You probably it's Linux. It's Linux. You can fucking go find the theme for it if you really wanted to. But this one has Windows 10 on it. It's just basically Windows 10. No bloat on it. No nothing in it. It actually, it's free now. It's free. All of it's free. That made me very happy to see. Very, very, very happy.
And room for
my bad.
Out. Proponents
that started
compare
retarded.
This mandate to seat.
Is it recording? Okay.
Belts and airbags, and that analogy actually fails. Seatbelts do not prevent you from driving, and airbags deploy after an accident.
There's a lot of differ on it. They put those after a few bad car accidents back in the day. They kind of made them put safety features in, like security theater. Like I always bring up, like TSA. It makes you feel safe, but like it's a 50-50 split. Like yeah, it'll keep you in the thing, but the airbags are more than enough than the seatbelt. But like the seatbelt has been known to keep people tethered in the cars and stuff, especially with the design we have currently compared to what they were before, where there was 2 sections, or like everything was better. Everything was better, or if anything, why do we click the belts this way and not like this way? Because this way you can get out of the car and you can cut. There's a lot of things. People get stuck in them a lot, and airbags kill old people. There's a bunch of stuff. A lot of the safety features we have, yeah, they help, but like they're just as much the thing. The car companies only do those safety features to avoid having negligent charges put on them for having a product and hurt them. But then again, you don't see gun fucking people doing that. Oh wait, they put safeties on shit.
This system intervenes
Stupid.
Before the wrongdoing occurs, based on assumptions rather than.
That's called profiling. That's illegal.
It forces compliance by denying access altogether.
The Tesla cars will drive themselves back to the fucking people that they bought it from. That's.
An effort to repeal Section 24220 outright, including the no-kill switches in Cars Act, remain stalled. We need it passed. Without immediate and sustainable pressure...
This shouldn't even be a thing. Why do we have to pass it? It should be fucking illegal. Why are car companies preemptively setting up our things to be able to turn off by the federal law? There's no reason for that to even be a thing. Or a thought, or any of that shit. It's retarded.
Mandate will quietly become standard equipment in all
standard
vehicles.
Equipment, my ass.
It's already supposed to start this year in 2026 models. And that's not on what's on the lot right now. But that can be changed through software pretty darn quickly. And this is not about defending drunk driving. It's about stopping...
This is 3 days ago, too. Like, this has been implemented... 2014 they've been implementing this. They also... the cops are now allowed to use these EMP things they have, where it shoots out like these giant tasers at the car, and it like electrocutes the car, or it sends an EMP blast through it, and it shuts it off, and kills your battery. I said that way earlier in the video, but that is a thing. Then there's these other things they got that can like jack up your wheels, and they don't need all this shit. Like, they really don't. Like, then they got the fucking drones now in the sky because of Flock. What's the point of even having Flock if they already got all this shit? Like, I don't get it. Well, no, I do get it. We're going to end up in Orwell's books. We're going to end up in a Ray Bradbury book. We're going to end up walking outside, and you're constantly going to be surveilled. You have to constantly think about what you're going to be like living with like a fucking shitty ex-girlfriend or something. Fucking constantly making you have to think about your fucking censorship of your words and how to think. Ridiculous that we even gotten this part. My grandpa would be rolling over in his grave. I remember arguing with him all the time because I was paranoid when I was a kid about how there was going to be cameras everywhere. And he's like, no, they wouldn't do that. They've been saying that when I was a kid. There's none everywhere. Then people started getting their own CC cameras, and it just started getting worse and worse and worse. And then the cheaper and easier you make it and user-friendly. You ever notice, like, nowadays nothing's really user-friendly anymore? It'll fight you a lot, except for certain devices. And even then, they'll start to fight you eventually because incentivification. I hate saying incentivification. Why not shitification? Because it's not like they're taking something that was bad, they're making it good, and they're making it bad again. They're just taking a good product and shitting all over it. Sorry, prefixes make sense when you actually use them right.
As a suspect, enhanced control of your personal mobility to software. Now, if Americans want to prevent this future of Section 24220, we must defund this kill.
Is that a man in that car? A 5'11"? Blinks. They count your blinks? Why are they counting your blinks? They could check a bunch of shit, actually. They could check. They're trying to. I know they're trying to keep your eyes on the... That's going to be used against you, too. Which of your social credit scores get put in? You get good points for keeping eyes on road. Don't look over at anything that's going on around you.
Switch bill before it becomes a mandate. And that would be a problem for all future cars. And
you shouldn't have to, be forced to stare at the road if there's no cars in front of you and shit. I'm not saying look away from the road either and shit like that, but if you're driving in a scenic road, and you're like, oh, look at the view. I don't want the fucking car screaming at me like I have my seatbelt off.
All next generation. Now more than ever, this is the time to contact your elected senators.
What the fuck does the roll mean? Does that mean the angle of her head? Him? Because 5'11", women don't exist that tall, really? The fuck? I bet they had a throat goat. Fucking Adam's apple.
Representatives can demand they defund
it's a big fucking forehead, too.
220. Don't let them get misled by those that think this is a great idea. They want control. We want freedom. If you like
control, it's not even. It's end game, bro. With the shit, they already got everything set up. Everything's gonna come to a weird crossroads in the next couple of months because they're setting up everything for martial law. I'm gonna keep saying it. They're going to enact it. I don't know what under the guise of what. Everybody's thinking of immigrants. I think they're going to use that to get you on a digital ID, but the digital ID is pointless because the vaccines already gave you fucking the digital ID. And wait till they fucking go, oh, that doesn't... They keep going, it doesn't exist yet. Eventually they'll say, oh, it does exist. And then it's going to be, this is good for you. You wanted this. It's how they do with everything. None of us want this shit. None of one wants to even deal with this. There's this company called Edison. Out in Canada, I think they're from. They make trucks, work trucks. I 100% love the idea of the whole company. Everything on the truck is repairable. There's no complicated fucking computer parts in it. And it's handmade by people that are people. And they have like the satisfaction rate is where they aim for a happy customer and shit. Because they know that if you're buying like a $200,000 truck for like moving like coal or debris, fucking gravel, something, you want it to last. And you want to be able to fix it without having to go to a technician and spend arm and a leg to have someone calibrate a fucking thing that doesn't need to be over fucking engineered. That's why all the cars are over engineered. If you have a car that, like I said, has any of these computer parts now, after like 2008, after the crash, or a little bit before that, like 2006, a lot of those cars, the wiring and all of them are all shit. Like, they get worse and worse now because they're using worse insulated wire, which that's gonna fucking cause a bleed. Or it could ground itself if it's not thick enough in some spots. It's also a wear away because the dry rot. Like, everything's going to have to be replaced eventually with the wiring in these cars. The batteries in these fucking things. I never even really stopped to think, what battery company is supplying them the 1856 batteries or whatever they're using, the line in series, to make the giant batteries for the Evos? Because this seems like the fires alone for those too. Everything... Let's go back to what I was saying, though. Everything's set up right now. They got the train. They're not fixing the roads. They're making them worse, honestly, every year. They are. They're doing the lowest bidder thing. So that automatically is going to make the roads worse over time. They're not fixing those. They're going to make them worse. So now all you got to do is walk around. You got sidewalks, and those are falling to shit. And then you got... Your car's going to turn off on you. The trains are opening up. Every National Guard building that was not under... hasn't been maintained in the last, 20 years are all getting maintenance, new facelifts. A lot of military bases are. What do every military base, a lot of them have trains. They have private train race either underneath or on ground. There's so many things being set up for martial law, and they're trying to do the one thing I hate. They're trying to force a civil war. I'm telling you, BLM was the dry run. They're trying so hard right now to get everybody to fight the cops because of ICE. They are to the point got us about to fight cops and shit, and they convinced the cops. Well, that's what I'm saying. COVID did a lot of things. It got a lot of the shitty, the good police officers to quit because they didn't want to enforce laws that were draconian, and it left all the shitheads, all the worst people, or people you can blackmail, awful, honest people, are now cops and shit. There's in some states New York, even Mass, I heard he got caught up in doing this, but California and New York, I know definitely, in Chicago. Well, Michigan and shit. All of them. All those have cops that are gangbangers who took the extra work to become a cop, did all that shit, so they can just do awful things as a cop. That's fucking wild. They're not even, do they not do background searches and shit? And, full, when you join, usually the forces and all that stuff, they do actual, checks on you. All the good military people step down. Everything is turned to shit. The only way, they want us to civil war, though. The moment we civil war, either everybody's going to attack us, or the government's, like I said, we don't know the tech they have. It took 20 guys that took on 300 people when they got Maduro. That right there is insane. What do you do to fight that? They got us so dumb. I can't think of an idea. How the fuck do you stop? They keep saying it's an ultrasonic sound. I don't think they were using that. I think they were just using microwaves, honestly. They just got different frequencies going at higher rates because us normal plebs can't do it. Because to make your ears and nose, your inner ear would have popped or something like that. Or at least you would have had inner ear damage and shit. Because if it's making you, throw up and bleed out your nose, there's a lot more going on than you think. Because, your pineal gland vibrates. It's constantly shaking. It's your quartz crystal, because it's kind of like that. It vibrates back and forth. If you were to bombard it with microwaves, it sets it off. It makes it go off. You know what I mean? It used to go like this, and then it starts going like this or something like that, or to one side, or it's not doing the right pattern anymore. And when that happens, that can cause a fuck ton of hormonal responses, like ears, nose, eyes, and shit, just repulsing blood out orifices, puking, everything that's in your stomach. Because it's your body's trying to equalize itself back out. Because if that's moving around and you're gonna reality's not going to start looking right. I guarantee you some of those guys were hallucinating when they got hit with that, because inner ear stuff, if it was that, would have made them hallucinate. But then again, shaking your pineal gland would also do the same shit. There's a lot of weird things. And then the super suits they had. Was it super suits or was it super fucking people? That's my question. Or was it a combination of both? Like, they want us to not know what the tech they have, so when the Operation Bluebeam even comes out to play, because they have to get us fighting with each other and a bunch of weird shit. Distractions have to happen. That actually could be the thing. They wait for the Civil War, and since everybody's actually, all the elites are all buddy-buddy. They keep thinking there's a war, though. They all agree on Antarctica. They all are friends. They all know each other. They're just, all the things we deal with in life are just distractions to make us in a fear campaign to get the laws to pass. Because these people work in satanic circles, so the only way they can get us to actually do the bad thing is by law, and law is, by definition, goes against God's will. So, I don't know. I'm going to end it here. I could keep going just with no video about how much we're fucked when it comes to a bunch of shit. A lot of us need to keep waking up. Like, I'm going to say it again in this video. Get this app. It's called... Let me get it up. I've been telling everybody. Get Smart Discoverer. Get it now before they make it so you can't get it. It's not in the App Store. It's online. You're going to have to look for it. Please run a virus check on what you get, where you get it from before you put it on your phone or even run it. If you don't even want to use your phone, get like BlueStacks and run it through there. You can use your Bluetooth off your computer if you have it on your computer to go find the BLEs. And get BLE Tester, or I have a few other ones in here. BDD Bluetooth and Find My Bluetooth, or UFind. Those don't do what the fucking Smart Discoverer do, but it shows you where all those same MAC addresses come up. They just don't have it with the thing saying vaccinated on it, because I don't know what handshake has to go to do that. But like, yeah, and then when you do that, show all your friends and family, because once everybody knows this is happening, we can all start talking about it, and then we can all get things done about it. Because where do we go from here? People need to detox that out of their body. What is it doing to the body? Where is it lodged in their body? There has to be enough nanoparticles metastasized in your bloodstream or in your flesh somewhere that, honestly, run a magnet around your body. The magnet might stick to you somewhere. Like, when people were getting the shots back, they're like 6 years ago now. Like, 6 years ago now? 5 years ago? Whatever. It's like around that. They were magnetic. You guys were magnetic. You guys were all magnetic. I kept showing everybody. Like, I could pull your skin up with the fucking thing. Like, oh, what arm do you have? Or you can take the UV light after you go get your fucking shot. I don't know anyone that gets vaccines anymore. I want to do that again for a video. I know someone who probably has to get it for work. I keep telling them to claim religion. Go to church, bro. They'll set you free. You glow under UV light. Wherever they usually are, they're after the shots, and you can see weeks or something afterwards, depending on where it metastasizes in your body. Unless it's too deep in the flesh, but if it's like outside within the first couple of meters of your skin, not meters, centimeters of your skin, like, you could see you glow. Like, they light up like this neon yellowy white color. I'd say yellow. I'm like colorblind, so like I get greens, lime green colors and yellows, like banana yellows wrong, so it could be a yellow color or a green color. My eyes suck. But yeah, get that app. Show everybody baby steps. We get that going, we can turn off all this shit, because we need evidence to point and go, they're fucking setting us up. They're setting us up. That's what we need to do. We need to. Have a great day, guys. I have court to go to. Pray for me, for it goes smooth. Have a good day.